Looking at 70 to 41, Radamel Falcao is surprising to say the least.
His 2014's like almost a write-off.
That is astounding. He wasn't at the World Cup. 3 minutes for Manchester United, he was injured.
Now, I'm going to get pelters for this. We're talking here with my Irish accent, but this is not anti-English sentiment. We have Wayne Rooney at 43, Daniel Sturridge for 51 and Raheem Sterling 52. I would not have any of the three of them within an ass's roar of the top 50.
Rooney, I mean, he's clearly a very talented player, but when you look at what he's achieved this year.
When you're speaking about the best players in the world, I'm not sure Rooney is factored in.
Way past his best.
He played for a team that finished 7th in the league, not even in the European places, and then played for a country who was out of the World Cup after 2 games.
Best left back on the planet at the moment is David Alaba.
First, I'm still sceptical about his defending. Not really sure about the positioning.
The consistency with Bayern has been absolutely extraordinary.
Other players in there that I think could be higher up, Miralem Pjanic.
The best player for Roma in what was a record season for Roma. 85 points would have been enough to win the Scudetto in 5 of the last 6 years.
One of the outstanding midfielders in Europe.
Daniel Sturridge is just too injury prone for me, and I'm not even sure how injury prone he is, because there seems to be a suggestion in recent weeks that he's perhaps just soft.
Sterling and Sturridge, players who are about to be in the top 100 or the top 50, but are not quite there yet.
Sterling is a very bright talent who is far from the finished article. He's getting there.
Pablo Zabaleta, Premier League champion, World Cup final, one of the outstanding right backs in the world. I think he's low down comparatively.
We all know your favourite song, Let It Go, from Frozen, and there's a line, the past, it's the past. Xavi is the past, at 34 years of age. Incredible player, you know, don't get me wrong, fantastic career.
Xavi's a big faller, 42 place drop.
Carlos Tévez, 41st place.
Gives 200%, 300%, he defends, he runs all the time, he's got a fantastic touch, he's a great finisher.
The best, most decisive player in Serie A.
I don't know why he's so low in our top 100.
This is someone who is only a handful of players who's won the Copa Libertadores and the Champions League. But to underestimate the player, how great a player Carlitos is, I find it really odd.
Mesut Ozil being in there, I think is very debatable. I think just moving to English football is a huge wrong turn for him.
I would argue he was one of the best players in the World Cup final. He had a tremendous final. It was superb.
Arsene Wenger would not have a bad word to say against Mesut Ozil. He loves him. He is his pet project.
I feel it's not his fault when people moan about him like losing the ball in his own half and not tracking back enough. It's kind of like buying a dog and complaining that it barks. You know, he is what he is.
It's almost frightening to imagine how much better he might be in another 3 or 4 years' time.
If you don't put him in the top 10, you might as well, forget it and never talk to him about it anyway.
For him to be outside the top 10 is ludicrous.